Alright class, we're going to get started with exercise 17. If you are using your textbook, that is page 88 for part 1. So you can see on page 88 there's instructions, and then page 89 we have our illustration A to guide us with the exercise. Step number 1 is start publisher if necessary, so I have it opened up already, but I need to open up a file for step number 2. So step 2, I'm opening up pub 17, so I'm going to do that. I already have it here selected, so I'll click on that. There we go. This looks very familiar to you. And then we're going to save it as flyer 17 flyer underscore and then my initials. So I'm going to do that. Have all my files in here. So 17 flyer underscore my initials. Alright, very good. Next thing I need to do is it says here for step number 3, select the text springtime is garden time and make it bold and bright blue. So I'm going to select it. So first step there, then I need to make it bold, and then I am going to go up to my colors here. So we talked a little bit about that earlier, and I'm going to click on the down arrow, and I'm going to go with probably this blue right here. It's a little bit brighter, and select that one. So already done with step 3. Then step 4, I need to select 2 paragraphs under the heading from step 3 and make them Arial 11 point. So this is the heading that we were working with in step 3, so it's going to be these 2 paragraphs right here it's talking about. Really this is one line, but it does want me to select it, so I will do that. And it says here, set the scaling for these 2 paragraphs. Oh wait, wow, excuse me, I skipped a step here. Step 4, select the 2 paragraphs under the heading from step 3 and make them Arial 11 point font. So I'm going to click on here, scroll up. I could do it this way. If I click up here at the top, I can have a little search bar and type it in. I could actually do it right here. But I'll select Arial 11 point. I'll reduce the size there. And then it says here that for step number 5, I need to set the scaling to 110% for these 2 paragraphs. 110%. Now before I go and do that, I do want to say make sure if I'm going faster than what you are, you need to pause it, get it done, and then come right back into the video. That's going to be the easiest way for you to accomplish these exercises with following the videos. Don't be afraid to pause it. Okay, this is like P90X. If you aren't keeping up with the workout video and Tony is going too fast for you, you gotta pause it or you gotta figure something out. So pause the video and then get it done and then go ahead and start playing it. So I will select my character spacing button, and I need to choose more spacing to give me those options. And we're working with scaling, so I'm working with this part right here. I have the stuff selected that I needed to. You can see it's highlighted like that, and I need to change the scaling to 110%. Not much of a difference, but enough. I'm going to click apply. You can see it adjusted a little bit. It is different and now matches the illustration like we want to do. So we finished step number 5. I'm going to do step number 6 now. Create a drop cap from the first letter of the first paragraph. So I'm just going to select the first paragraph and then go to the text box tools format tab, and over there I'm going to choose drop cap, which you can see is over here to the right. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to choose the T that looks like it matches the illustration the most. So these ones are pretty similar, definitely not Comic Sans. I'm going to go with this one right here, drop cap style. So you can see right here this is no drop cap, so if I need to get rid of it I could click on this if I already have one and I don't want it anymore. I could do that. So I clicked on this one because it looks very close to what I want for it to match the illustration, but it is a little different. We're going to fix that. Now it says here use the custom drop cap tools. This is step 7. Use the custom drop cap tools controls to make the drop cap 2 lines high rather than the default 4 lines high. So I'm going to click on drop cap, go down to custom drop cap right here and click. And then you can see down here size of the letters referring to the drop cap, 4 lines high, and I need to be 2 lines high. So I'm going to reduce it there in size, 2 lines, and then click apply and OK. You could just click OK. I like to click apply sometimes just because to see it if I'm previewing it. If you don't really care, you could click OK. Step number 8, select the text in the gray oval. So down here is our gray oval. Select the text in the gray oval. So I've done that. And remove the bold and italic attributes. So you can see those are selected. So I'm going to get rid of those. So I'm going to use Control B, Control I, get rid of those. And then change its font color to dark green. So you can see here we're choosing different colors to help bring out the different parts of this flyer. So I'll click on that little down arrow next to the colors for fonts, and then I'm going to choose dark green. You notice there's not as many color options for green, so let's click on more colors, this button right here, and I'm going to choose a dark green from over here in standard. I could go to custom. Custom takes a little bit more time, so if you see it in here, you might as well go for it. But if you need something very specific, custom would be the way to go. Now it looks pink when it's selected, but once I click, it's how it needs to be. So I've done that. Step number 8. You can see here it says you'll need to use more colors because there is no dark green in the current color scheme. So your color scheme will change how it looks in here. Alright, step number 9. Zoom into 200%. I'm going to do that right now. So I'll click and do it this way. Zoom into 200%. I'm going to even out my page here, center it, and scroll down because it says here, look at the bottom of the coupon. Select the text describing the expiration date. So I'm going to do this text box and this text box. And it says here, select the text, I've done that, describing the expiration date, increase its size to 6 point. So I'm going to go up here to the Home tab, and oh, you know what, I need to click into the text box for it to work. So I'm going to click away, click back on it, there we go, select it, make the size bigger. You have to do this individually, sometimes that would work, but in this case it won't. And increase the text size to 6. Alright, very good. Zoom back out when finished. I'm going to click on the View tab and just click on Whole Page so I can see how it looks with the whole page in mind. Alright, number 10, step number 10. Select the text in the bright yellow text box. So it'd be this one over here. Selecting it right now. And then it says set its size to 11 points and its font to narrow. So I'm going to click on here to increase to 11. I'll click in here this time and just type in Arial narrow and select it and press enter. So you could type it in as well as click on the little down arrow. That's step 11. That's step number 10. Step 11, remove the bold attribute from the text. So I'll click on it here since my mouse is here anyways. And then it says set its tracking setting to 109.1% using the measurement toolbar. Well, the measurement toolbar, the way we bring that up is we click on Home, the spacing, and then we choose more spacing, and then we choose go look for tracking down here, so right here, and you can leave this part at normal, but we do need to edit the percentage. I'm just going to click in here and edit it, so 9.1%, and then choose apply, and you can see it made a difference with the spacing, and I can click OK. Alright, step number 12 out of 14, you are almost there. Change to the field color scheme. So I'm going to click on Page Design tab, and then I'm going to click on this down arrow with the line above it. This allows me to look at all of them at once. I just usually do this because unless you see it up there, it's just easier to go through and find it this way. So step number 12, field. So my alphabetized list right over here is field color scheme. Now it says here, notice that the title text changed color because it has been formatted with the blue from the scheme, step 3. But the text in the gray oval did not change color because it had been formatted with a fixed color in step number 8. So if you use a certain color from the scheme, it's going to change with the color scheme when you choose it up here. So if I choose it from this part This is considered part of the scheme, one of the accents, so it's going to change with it. But if I do more colors, it won't change with it. So that's why this didn't change here. Alright, then step number 13, print your publication. I'm going to save it before I do. It should resemble illustration A, which it does. Choose Microsoft Print to PDF. Print. I'm going to save my file where it needs to go. So I'm going to go to this one. Scroll down, put in the name that I'm saving this file as, so 17 flyer underscore and my initials. And it's saving it as a PDF. Alright, save your work, close publisher, and make sure you submit this file to me so that way you can get credit for it.